special guest is the celebrity dancer and recording artist, Ebaby.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the show, honey. How are you?
Thank you.
I haven't seen you in forever. What has it been, like, year? I can't even count how many years it's been.
I mean, at least over 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, we used to perform together a lot. Like, we were in, like, this music crew together, and then we kind of both just evolved, and our music just kind of went here and there.
All different, but it led us back here.
I know, and that's why it means so much for me to have you here today, so we can reconnect, because there's just been so much that has happened since then, and I'm really excited to hear about everything you have going on.
Thank you. I'm so excited to tell you.
Yeah. Why don't you tell the audience real quick, though, because I know a lot about you, but they don't know a lot about you. Why don't you give us a little bit about, your career, your past, and who you are?
All right, cool. Well, my name is Ebaby. Everybody calls me Ebaby. I don't have any other name. It says Ebaby on my birth certificate. But no, my name is Ebaby. I'm a professional dancer. I've been dancing since I could walk, and out here in New York City, been able to perform with everybody from Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez and Sierra and Britney Spears, and the list goes on, and it's been amazing. And then it led me to music, and that led me to where I am now, which I'm finally dropping my new EP, my double
Yay!
EP.
What's it called?
It's called the XO Project.
Ooh, I like that name. I like that name.
XO. And
that's like your signature.
it
right
is.
there.
It's totally my signature. So yeah, it's just a mixture of everything I love, which is EDM music, hip hop music, R&B music. There's a little alternative even in there.
Wow.
I wish I could put country on the album, but we'll get there. I just love music. I love all music. So I wanted to just combine it all and put my touch on it, write everything on the album, and let the people hear me musically, not just see me physically dance.
I could tell that your personal sound and style, and even the way you write music now, has changed and evolved and grown so much over the years.
Thank you guys that break my heart.
Yeah, I really love your new stuff.
Thank
it's definitely,
you.
I could tell that you're really getting into just finding your own sound.
Completely. It took a while. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been doing music for a long time now.
Yeah.
Since 2007, I was in groups, and we were performing in Winter Music Conference a lot. And
Yeah, no, we have that in common. I was in girl groups before I became a
Yeah.
solo artist. You were in girl groups, you became a solo artist.
just now
And then we had the middle ground. We were part of this hip hop crew.
Right.
And then, but that wasn't as a group. That was more of just a crew of people
Yeah,
helping each
and
other.
it's cool to have that. A team
Yeah.
is always great, but
Yeah.
when it all comes down to it, you gotta just focus on you and your dreams before you can help anybody in their dreams.
Sure. I mean, and that's a great tip for the show, Tools for Talent. It's not going to happen overnight. You can't expect it to happen overnight. As you can hear with us right here, our evolution through the music industry has evolved so much,
Yes.
So as far as finding your sounds, trying out the girl groups,
I
I
was
was in 2 girl groups and the reggaeton group before I became a solo artist. So I mean, what was your experience being in a girl group? That's crazy. We could have a whole show just talking about girl groups alone. Oh my god.
I was in an alternative, I don't know, I guess you'd call it 50s inspired type music, but alternative in a sense.
Okay.
We all played instruments. But I love the music. I think it was just a little too ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that I was in the
Why
group
did you
with.
leave the group?
I left the group because I know my worth, and I'm not going to settle for anything that is just not what I'm worth. It's just not going to happen. So God bless everybody. They're all doing their thing.
I could say something very similar about my reasons.
It's kind of like that. And then there was some other little, sus little freaky deaky shit happening. Sorry. But that I didn't want to be involved in or part of. I just let people live and kept it moving. And they really tried to throw dirt, dig my grave for me.
Oh,
but
no.
yeah, it's all good though, because now we're all friends. They all love me. See, it always happens that way. They always love me. So
XOXO.
yeah, it's all about love. If you just keep showing love, eventually they'll understand. They just gotta love you.
All right. Well, what I really want to get into, because again, the show's Tools for Talent, it's providing tools, tips, and advice for aspiring artists.
Yes.
You have been so accomplished with your dance career. I feel like that was really your platform that catapulted you to have all these other opportunities, and then be able to have the knowledge and expertise to branch out to music, right?
Yeah.
So I want to back it up to how you really started as a dancer and how you got to be performing at the Grammys with Beyonce and at the Billboard Awards and at the Super Bowl. That's incredible. You know how many girls would die for opportunities like that? So tell us how you got there.
Well, I started when I was very young, obviously, but coming out to New York about 14 years ago, I was just really, really, really dedicated and always going to Broadway Dance Center and taking class from great teachers like Bam and Jerry Grimes and Rhapsody. And
so practice, work on your craft, tip 1.
Definitely work on your craft. You gotta stay in the dance studio. You gotta keep learning from people that are better than you. Audition, and don't stop. Walk in the room like you already got it, own it, and confidence is a killer. A lot of people aren't going to like that, but that is what's going to make you stand out.
Wow.
And so I've always
for the
lived by
dance
that.
world, it's really important.
Dance world, you got to go in there, stand out, know what you're doing, definitely practice.
What's the best way to stand out at an audition? Let's say you're one of your Beyonce auditions.
Personally... Sorry, I keep looking at my mother. I will definitely go based off of my wardrobe. I like to design everything.
Okay.
So I do art and I like to make myself flashy and my hair really big or my makeup really done. I always go stage ready. I never go halfway ready. So always make sure that when you're going into an audition that
you look like somebody.
Yeah,
like, who is that girl?
You
walk in looking like a star.
Yes. You want to already own that. So I've always lived by that, and I've booked many auditions, I feel, just off that alone. And then you show them that you can dance, and then it's a win-win.
Yeah.
But even with typecasting, sometimes they just want to see what you're going to look like.
Yeah.
Gotta look good.
Okay, great. All right, so now tell me how you got booked for the Beyonce Grammys or in the Super Bowl.
Through my agency at the time, I was with Block Agency at that time, and we were working on booking me a lot with Beyonce because I had worked with her in 2009 at Radio City Music Hall when she did Single Ladies VMAs. That was the first time.
Nice.
And that was really big.
And you were how old when you did that? You were young.
I was young,
wow.
a lot
younger.
Amazing. And
Looking
then
at at such a young age, I bet, did that just make you just feel incredible?
I felt overjoyed, just completely wow, this is really happening. Now all the things that happen behind the scenes aren't always great, but that's just a part of the business. I got connected with who's now my really great friend, Danielle Polanco, and then from there she had helped me book so many more gigs with Beyonce. And then Frank Gatson, who's not her musical director, her choreographer and her stage director and everything, creative director, took a liking to me, and then we became really good friends. And then from that point on, I really didn't have to audition much more. I just kind of just booked.
Wow.
So it was direct bookings for Super Bowl and direct book for all the Billboard Awards and the Grammys and things like that.
How amazing that. So you didn't even have to audition for the Billboard
not after
Super
the
Bowls.
VMAs. I didn't.
Wow.
Then we went to do the countdown video. That was also a direct book.
That's amazing. Okay, so basically the advice you're saying there is once you get that first initial booking, leverage that by trying to network as much as you can. Make such a great impression at that job that the people you worked with at that job will remember you and think of you for future opportunities.
Of course. Yeah.
I love that. That's great advice.
Yeah, and then you're just in the door. That's what they say when they say the doors are open. One foot in the door. Then from that door, the next door will open.
Yeah, so you took that first big break, and you were like, okay, and now I'm gonna
and then I did J-Lo at that time. I was doing Sierra. So all those other doors were opening because of people that I was knowing.
Give us a list of all of these mainstream artists that you worked with.
I was definitely,
So Beyonce is the number one,
obviously
right?
Beyonce, J-Lo, they were my favorites.
Yeah.
Because J-Lo's she was great to work with. Britney Spears definitely was my favorite too. She's probably number one favorite.
Wow.
Yeah, only because I love Britney. Britney, J-Lo, Sierra,
Santos.
Yes, all the reggaeton artists. Don Omar. We did a whole King of Kings tour, which I went.
You did Daddy Yankee too?
I did Daddy Yankee.
Wow.
I can't say the names correctly, but Aventura. Before, I don't know if they're still together. Wisin and Yandel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Amazing.
So a lot of Spanish. Tego Calderon. Okay. But yeah, a ton of Spanish artists, which I love the Latin community. Amazing. So we did the whole world tour. We went all around South America. We went on tour. So yeah, Neo.
So you
Lots
said
of
like
people.
Britney and J-Lo like were your favorites. Why were they your favorites?
Britney Spears is my favorite person in the world. Overall.
But why? Tell us why.
Because I just love her. Like, I just love Britney and her personality and everything she's overcome and just who she is and how she was when we worked together was so amazing. Like, she was the sweetest person ever. And so I'll never forget that.
Aww,
I don't want to talk about bad experiences
That's
with
so
artists
nice.
because there has been a few.
Well, I actually also think it's important to shed a light on like the struggles and stuff that that goes on behind the scenes as well. Just don't name names.
Oh,
But if you had to tell us what's one of your craziest experiences or one of your craziest stories of something that's happened, definitely that's what.
Well, if
you should
anybody's
share.
ever seen the movie Showgirls,
I don't even know if I've seen that actually.
okay, well, it's amazing. You have to see it.
Okay.
Basically, there's this part in this movie where, this girl throws all these marbles on stage. So when the girls run out, they slip and fall.
Oh no.
So it was definitely like, I had a situation where somebody right before going on stage for the Oprah show, of all things, because it was live taping, so wasn't going to be shot again, they switched my shoes out right before. So instead, I went to go put my shoes on, and I wear a size 7. They were like a size 10.
Oh no.
So like I had to like bully this poor girl that I felt so bad about because it's not even what I do. But she wasn't a principal dancer, so I was just like, you gotta give me your shoes. And then she gave me her shoes. But the fact that somebody did that deliberately was really, really crazy. Then there was another circumstance where somebody had taken like the battery out of my phone. We were on tour, so like I went to the next day and like couldn't use my phone, and then they said the battery was taken out and the cameras were
just catty
sabotage
of people
Super.
just like being jealous of you being the competition. Wow. See, and you know what, Ebaby, I almost said your old name. It brings me to a good point about the show is that like the whole point of this is about us being able to help each other, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's a platform out there where we can actually, people who are successful like you have done all this stuff with major artists can go and share how to get there, how to do, what not to do, instead of stepping on each other's toes, trying to fight to get there.
Right.
Now we finally have an opportunity of where, we can just help each other climb that ladder and be successful, so it doesn't have to be so hard and it doesn't have to be so cutthroat. How amazing would that be, right?
know.
If you could take out all of the cutthroat part and just have everyone helping each other for a change.
And I can only imagine, like, this platform that we have now, like, if we had it back then, for really, like, taping and documenting every little thing we did, man, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Because I remember just trying to sneak. I remember I did Michael Jackson, right before Michael Jackson died. I got to meet Michael Jackson.
You forgot to mention Michael Jackson of all people.
Sorry.
My God.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, let's take a moment from Michael.
I know, definitely. And getting to meet him and work with him, and I have like this tiny little video clip from my sidekick.
Oh,
Remember those?
You're right, that's such a good point.
And like I didn't have any like camera or anything. I was just trying to tape real like low
Because
key.
we didn't just have those type of opportunities, that type of technology then to be able to capture all those moments.
No. So
see, you guys, you millennials, you take advantage of what you have.
Yes, use it all, take pictures, document everything. I love it. I wish I could go back to do that.
Yeah.
Just even conversations, little conversations that like artists would give me, or prayer circles before, just amazing.
I know. It's funny you mention that because I've always been sad about the fact that I won a Miss Aphrodite competition in my sorority in college, and I don't have anything to show for it. Anything to show. It's like one of the only competitions I've ever won. Well, I haven't really tried many competitions, but still, like, it's important to me,
So
because
someone has to have it, no?
No, but the technology didn't really exist then, so it's the same kind of thing, so we just didn't have it.
And it's funny too, because when you go on YouTube and like you try to Google things you did way back in the day, like I remember I did this Dairy On commercial with Beyonce, like way long time ago, when that was even a thing. I don't even know if that line exists anymore. So, but like I found it, and it was so funny because it's all in like a Brazilian or something, like a complete another language, but I'm definitely in it. It's so funny.
That's cool.
So it's cool to see.
All right. So another question I have is, what would you say was like some of the key things that you learned working with these mainstream artists? You know, working with J.Lo, for example. Like, did she teach you anything? Did it how did it inspire you? Like, what were the biggest takeaways from those opportunities?
Knowing how I'm gonna be as an artist and how I'm not gonna be. And how I'm gonna treat people and how I'm not gonna treat people.
Be more specific.
No matter how successful you get, you just have to stay humble, and there's some artists that really get that and some that really just don't really realize that the whole production and show is us most of the time. And we're busting our butts and we're sweating blood, sweat, and tears, and just a little appreciation goes such a long way. So when you work with someone who, like Jennifer Lopez, who comes from a dance background, she really makes sure the tights fit, the shoes fit, you can dance and everything is worked out, and it's just so smooth. The day goes smooth, everything is good, everybody's happy.
So she has the respect for the talent because she used to be there.
And I totally take that, because like me as an artist, like I gotta make sure my dancers are good, I gotta make sure everybody ate, I gotta make sure everybody has water, like it's just something you gotta make sure of.
Yeah, and those are little things too, but they actually mean a lot.
Oh my gosh, somebody gives me water on set, I'm like, you're God. Like, it's the biggest thing.
What would you say was probably one of like the longest shoots you had to deal with? Because these can go like all day.
Beyonce's countdown video was like 3 days straight. We didn't leave set, we just slept on set.
Really?
Yeah, and I was tired, and she was pregnant. So she had just became pregnant and no one knew. So she needed to keep taking breaks, I think, because of that. But overall, for being pregnant, beast mode. Like, didn't take her heels off, kept working, 13 hours straight. Unreal.
Wow.
She's
impressive, huh?
Unreal. She's amazing.
And it makes you realize like what it really takes to get to that level too. Like, you know, it even if you're Beyonce, you still have to work so hard.
So hard. And even after we all leave, she has to sit with production and make sure everything's right with the, you know, the projectors and everything. It's just so much.
It takes, and that's why you need to be so passionate and have like such hardcore dedication in your craft and what you're doing, and be so motivated and focused, because, you know,
you can't just do it for like because other people do it or because you think you're gonna make some quick money.
You eat, live, sleep that. Yeah. You know, every day,
or don't
all day.
Sleep or eat that. It's still that.
Oh man. So tell me a little bit more about now, like your music, like as far as recording your album, who you worked with, and you know, what music videos you have coming out and stuff like that. Shows, upcoming shows.
Yes, lots of shows. So I just finished, like I said, my EDM album in California with a great Grammy-winning producer. He does a lot of EDM records. His name's Rio, and he is tremendous. He completely gets me and my whole sound and what I'm trying to do with the EDM, because it's got its own thing, but I'm trying to make it my own thing. So
it's important to have a producer you can really mesh with, that you can kind of vibe in the studio,
like open with, that just takes your ideas in. And being that I'm a writer and I'm a rapper, I know that sounds funny, but I write and I rap, so I wanted to incorporate that in my EDM and to make it like, you know, give it that feel, but overall give it some sort of lyrical content that people could actually sing along to and jam out and replay. So, I don't know, I kind of switched it up with it. I really, really like it, though. And he gets it, and we're pushing it. It's about to drop on all the music platforms, like, next week. We shot a video. I'm so excited to hear it. We shot
Where'd you shoot the video?
In California.
Yeah? What's it like?
Amazing. All the fucking... Sorry?
That's okay.
What did that? All the outfits are custom made by me, and yeah, the locations were awesome.
I'm sure you have choreography in it.
You know what? I don't. That's what's funny.
You're kidding me, but everyone loves to see you dancing.
I know.
You'd be crazy not to.
That's the next video.
Okay.
This one was really just, the song is called All Right. I think a lot of people can relate to it. It's just about feeling all right, no matter what you go through or who put you through it. At the end of the day, you're all right. So I just wanted to give off that feeling of freeness and all rightness. Yeah. I just didn't want to be too 5, 6, 7, 8-ish with it.
Sure.
But
that's a good concept, though. I like that.
It kind of goes with the song. But for the next one we're gonna drop, it has a whole treatment, and it's very, very deep and twisted, almost like a kind of a going off of Slave for You a little bit by Britney, like how it was very hot and dancers are all over her, and yeah, so we're going with that theme for the next
see that I can imagine you right off the bat, like that's Ebaby right
That's
there.
definitely gonna be coming soon. And for the hip hop videos, it's more so just like me and my peoples out here in New York, in the Heights, in the Bronx, and Brooklyn, all my peoples all over, and just talking our
So you remember the crazy thing that happened at the Super Bowl, right, when Beyonce performed?
Yes.
So what can you tell us what really happened?
So funny because I get asked that all the time.
Yeah?
I literally get asked this question. You do. I did my show, and like everybody, it's so funny because like and it's like you do these like real big hype shows, and like people from the outside, they're like, "How was it?" And you're just like, I'm chilling. Like, I'm gonna go back to my dressing room, and I'm just gonna like take my clothes off and change and wipe this makeup off, and it's very just not that. You just like put your whole heart on the stage, so you're kind of drained. For me especially, like I'm very quiet after I perform. I really don't like to talk at all, even before I perform. Very quiet. Like,
Is it because you're doing like soul preparation?
I don't know if that's it. I think that could be it. I don't get nervous. I just get very like
in the zone.
Yeah, like introverted and almost shy. Like I can't talk to anyone.
That's very interesting. Yeah. I wouldn't have expected that.
So and afterwards too, I get back in my like weird. I have to like kind of process it all. Did I just do that?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'm hyped.
Yeah.
But I do remember walking off the stage into like the tunnel and then it being pitch black.
Really?
But then when I got to the tunnel, it was already black, so I didn't really see much of a difference. And then when we got to the dressing rooms, there was lights.
Okay.
So it was just, I think, everybody outside that was feeling it.
So you don't really feel it?
I didn't.
You were just still on like the high of that crazy performance
you
just had,
like,
that like
what?
Nothing else was really even making sense.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. And then when you hear about it after the fact, you're like,
I was like, what? Couldn't even believe it. New Orleans was crazy. I have the funniest story about New Orleans afterwards. I can tell it really quickly.
Yes,
Coming back from New Orleans, like everybody got their tickets, so they emailed everybody and they were like, be at the lobby at this time.
Yeah. Everybody
was flying back at the same time except for me. My ticket was different. Don't know why, but it was.
You're special.
So I didn't get the memo. I leave with everybody. We get there. The lines are crazy because it's Super Bowl, so everybody's coming back from New Orleans. I'm like freaking out. Like, there's no way I'm being stuck. So I go find this guy, and I'm like, listen, I'm going to pay you this money. Get me in the thing. He was like, don't worry. Stay right here. Like, literally the craziest stuff happens to me. He comes back with the wheelchair. He's like, sit here. Don't get up. Don't move. I'm like, all right. Give him the little money I had. I think I had like $70 left on me, which I didn't even know how I was going to take the taxi. I was like, I gave him the $70. You can use that.
Yes, the wheelchair's the most amazing thing at an airport.
All the dancers were like, don't say anything. I'm getting well through.
Thank God none of them called you out.
I was so happy they didn't. I went right to my gate, didn't miss my flight.
Wow.
I was just like, So
that was
funny.
Smart though. That was really smart.
Thankful.
That was clever.
Man. That was one
I wonder
of those.
if there's any like law against that.
Gosh, I hope not. It was so long ago, but it's just like one of those things. Like I don't know. It's just very like off topic, but it's very like the 5 people you meet in heaven circumstance. Like one of those just angel people, just meant to be there, because to be stuck there during that time is busy. All my friends were flying back. It was cold. I didn't want to be there alone, you know what I mean? Like, that's not ever good.
For sure.
Or even getting your passport stolen. We had that happen on Down in Martor. Like, a few girls had got their passports stolen, and they had to stay. We were in, like, Paraguay or Uruguay.
That's horrible.
Someplace, like, really far.
What did they do?
They had to stay, and then they had to go to, like, back to, like, the embassy and get everything.
Oh, my God. That's horrible.
But it takes 1 second.
When you're like traveling as a performer, like it's you have to leave your stuff a lot when you're with so many people. It's like, even if it does get stolen, you don't even know by who or when or how, because you're performing all these hours. You can't watch your bag every 2 seconds.
It's scary, yeah.
I mean, what advice do you have for a situation like that? Like,
wear a fanny pack, because I've been wearing fanny packs for like forever.
I actually like fanny packs. I think they're having a comeback.
Yeah, they are. It's like they're coming back. They're cool anyway, so just wear that. Keep everything on you. Don't leave stuff in your hotel room.
It's not worth the risk.
Like, you just never know. You gotta be aware and cautious. It doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
But
What advice would you say as far as working with other entertainers and just, you know, traveling with a bunch of people you don't know, you know, and you're all there doing the same thing, and you're all trying to outshine each other, and you're hoping to get the spot standing right next to Beyonce in that music video or in the lineup of the stage show, and like, you know, what would you say about that?
Don't be
Ebaby, be honest.
Don't be Ebaby.
Don't be Ebaby. That's our advice. But what do you do? I mean, what do you gotta do? You gotta do what you gotta do.
I stand where I want to stand, which is the center, and you know they'll place you accordingly. But like I said, if people like you and they know where the camera angles are gonna be, they're gonna place you to get your camera time. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So.
But you go right front and center to begin with because
there's
why not,
times
right?
I move.
Why not?
Like they'll be like.
We don't put you there.
Get her out of there or move her. And I'm like, I'll just move. But, you know, I definitely think, like I said in the beginning,
don't be shy, right? Like,
oh my God. I have such a crazy, sarcastic sense of humor. People will think I'm crazy. When I say don't be Ebaby, I'm literally meaning that. Like, if you're me, you will have the hardest time succeeding. You'll succeed, but it will be really difficult because people will try to just what was that show back in the day that was like called American Gladiator or something, where he's just throwing rocks at the person trying to climb up the cliff, and they're just like throwing boulders at you, but you're still gonna climb. Like nothing's gonna stop you because you love it. And then you have those people that you really like, and then you have those people that you have to work with over and over that you'll just like, ugh. But they're there, you're there, you gotta be professional. It's a job at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And you have to overall look at it and be grateful that you're getting paid to do something you love to do.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely not about who's right or who's left. Stay censored.
I love that advice. I love that advice, Erin. All right, I think that was a perfect way for us to leave the show right now with those valuable tips and insights that you gave us.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Again, this is my girl Ebaby. Make sure you check out her new EP and all of her music coming soon. Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
Okay, cool. So you can follow me on Instagram. That's Ebaby Official. You can follow me on SoundCloud, EbabyXO, and YouTube, EbabyXO.
And check out the EXO project!
Yes.
Alright guys, you're watching A Tools for Talent on TFT TV, and I'm your host, Cheryl Martinez, and thank you for being here, Erin. And you, Ebaby! I keep doing it! So good to see you, honey.
Alright. 'Cause I'm alright. Alright. I'm alright. No more trying. Bet if I look, I'ma find it. I don't like it. Bet if I leave, you gon' cry. Go bye-bye. Ay, ay, ay. He come back. Time to time, they all want out to lunch. Spend a buck, it ain't mine. Hollywood, kinda fake. Play your role, fit and fine.